Hello, everybody, and welcome to another live stream. It's going to be an interesting live stream today. I'm going to be a little bit more chit-chatty than usual. Usually I don't respond to any of the comments. I rarely do. But today is going to be a little bit different because I do want to chit-chat a little bit about Ulta Beauty World. But I am in a hurry. I have an event to get to. So I'm going to try and do as best of a glam look that I can get through. But I do have a very limited amount of time. So let's get into it. As always, my face is already primed. I have all my skincare on there. I'm trying a new eye cream out this week. I have been having problems with my eye cream all of a sudden and my makeup just separating. So trying a new balm today. So we'll see how it goes. So far it's been interesting. I've also been trying a new concealer too. So we're just like trying a bunch of things. But today I'm gonna stick with my normal eye makeup that I used. And then the only thing that I'm doing differently is the eye balm underneath. So let's go ahead and start priming. We're going to go in with the Prime Time, the Bare Minerals. And if you are a beauty person, I'm sure you've heard about Ulta Beauty World and all the drama that happened this morning. I was not able to secure a ticket, which was okay because I went last year, and I know that last year they only sold 1,500 tickets. This year it was a little bit more. So I'm not super bummed about not being able to get a ticket because it allows other people to go and experience it. But I was able to get a ticket for the master class. So I will be there for that, and I'm super excited. I'm just a little bit confused because the masterclass schedule before today was a half-day schedule. So the masterclass was going to start in the morning and then be released, they said, early afternoon. But on the ticket today, it says that the masterclass is going to be from 9 to 5. I'm not complaining. I'm so happy that it's a full day event. And I'm super grateful to have gotten a ticket, considering the odds of anybody getting a ticket were like 0.1%. So the odds were not in our favor. I can't believe that there were 3 million people trying to get tickets. That blew my mind when I found that out today. I knew that there were going to be a lot of people trying to get Beauty World tickets, but 3 million was insane. It was way higher of a number than I thought. I thought my guesstimate of 250,000 was already like a lot, but I was way wrong. So I don't know. I did put the Urban Decay eyelid primer on my lids, but since I'm testing out that new eye balm, it doesn't feel like as tacky as it normally does. So I'm a little bit concerned about that. I don't know if I should put more or if less is more. Oof. And I am going to an event tonight in Hollywood. So I do need my makeup to look good or at least good-ish. So maybe it wasn't a good day to be practicing or testing out eye balms because the upper lid is very balmy and not as tacky as I would like. Okay, well, I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit and kind of go from there. But actually, I do need to do my eyes first. Okay. We'll see. So I'm going to go in with some eyeliner. I am scared. My eyes are so... Let me put a little layer down of some powder. And that'll give me a better judgment of how my eyes are going to behave. So if you're watching and you scored a Beauty World ticket, let me know in the comments. And if you have any conspiracies about Beauty World, let me know in the comments. Because there have been so many online already. And it's been interesting reading everything. Okay, so I'm patting this in because that little layer of eyelid primer feels very slippery because of that eye balm. So I'm gonna try and just pat this in to not disturb those products any more than I have to. So I went in with a very nude base. Okay. I think that's as best as that's gonna look. So I went to the first Beauty World, so obviously made plans to attend this one. We have everything booked already. We are still gonna do the trip to Florida. We're still gonna be going out there. So we're not completely bummed. We're still going, and we are gonna go to the master class, which is so fun. And they said that they haven't announced everyone who's gonna be in the master class. So I'm excited for that as well. They said that there were 3 million people trying to get tickets. And a lot of people feel like that number is not accurate, that they're inflating that. I don't know. I do feel like there was a lot of interest in the event. So I could totally believe that there were 3 million people. Because I know people wanted to come from like London and Germany and out of the state. So I don't know. I could believe it, I guess. Okay. So that little bit of wing, it's a little bit angled higher than I would have liked. Okay. Okay, they do not look the same. This one is a little bit more curved. So I'm gonna bring that wing out a little bit more because I can always take off what I don't need. Okay, so that's better, but we're gonna fix that. Don't you worry. Okay. I do kind of want to do a little bit of a smoky eye. The theme for tonight is like black and gold, but I think I'm just gonna do black. Yeah, let's try it. Or like a dark, dark brown. I'm gonna do a little bit of powder. So I'm gonna grab a very, very small brush. I'm gonna go in with this black right there. Just go right on top. thing that's so hard with the eyelid primer is that once you lay down your shadow, it stays put pretty well. That's not doing what I wanted it to do. And of course, this happens when I'm in a hurry. Okay. Let's do a little bit for the other side too. A little bit more on this side. Okay. Now I need some sort of gold for the center. I also feel like, what do I want to do for the inner corner? Let's find the gold first, and then we'll worry about the inner corner later. I'm going to be using this one right here for the shimmer in the center. I'm going to go in with another flat brush, flat-ish brush. I'm going to go in with this one right here. Pick some of that up. Want a little bit more right here. I still feel like I want a little bit more. Okay, there we go. That's better. Certainly trying to stick with the theme. The theme of the event today is black and gold. So I'm trying to just cover this up a little bit more. So let's pick up a little bit more shimmer. Almost, we're almost there. Not quite. I just don't want too much gray. Okay, I really don't know what I'm gonna do with this inner corner. Okay, let us put this away for now. I don't think I'm done with it, but let's move on. I'm gonna do a little bit of gold. Up here. This is more like a bronzy gold. Once I blended it out, it kind of just disappeared. So I'm adding a little bit more. Okay. Okay, it looks so naked still. We'll see what I can do about that. It's not as bronzy as gold as I was hoping. So let's put that away. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with my inner corner. I'm afraid if I do like a yellow, it's gonna be too much. Let me swatch a little. I don't know. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. Let's try a little more. I'm scared. No, it's too much yellow. Okay, not loving that. Okay, but it's too late. It's laid down now. So we'll be done with this for now. I am gonna fix that wing, that outer corner. So let's go ahead and get our makeup remover and a little Q-tip. Not loving this. Let's see. I am in California. Thank you for watching all the way from Germany. I'm gonna fix this one a little bit too. Okay, that looks better. I feel like now I need this to be darker. I'm also scared to mess it up. What time is it? Kind of gotta start wrapping things up. So let's move on for now. Let's do face now. And then I'll come back to the eyes and fix them. Let's do another Q-tip. Absorb any leftover makeup remover. Okay, gonna clean that up. Okay, let's move on to face now. So I already did primer for my face, so let's do just a little bit of color corrector. And what do I want to do? Trying to think if I want to do my concealer at the same time. No, let's just do the color corrector first. Okay, a little bit of color corrector there. Let's blend this out. Where's my brush? Nope. For realies though, where is she? What the heck? Okay. Here she is, right in front of my face. Okay, so let's blend it in just a little bit of color corrector there. We'll come back to that. I'm gonna try a little bit of the new Benefit Professional. I haven't decided if I like this yet or not. Gonna do with my little spongy here. And I'm only using just a little bit of foundation. I'm not a heavy foundation girly. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't decided. I definitely don't think I like the shade. And it was so hard to find a shade that was suitable for me in this foundation. I love this sponge, but she's taking a little bit too long today. I'm gonna move on to a brush. Foundation brush from It. Okay, I need a little bit more on this side. Just a little bit. So I'm putting just like a little tiny drop. Blending that in on this side. Okay, that looks better. Okay. Let's do a little bronzer now. Our bronzer. Gonna do a little bit. This is actually the Milk Hydro Grip in just a really dark shade. So blend that on or into my hairline. Blend that in really well and then kind of start pressing down. We are going to be in a dark environment tonight. All these little baby hairs always, they always choke me up because they're always kind of in the way. Okay, so that's blended. Now let's do this one. Okay, that one's done. Remember to blend into your hairline. Okay. Okay. Gotta try and blend that in a little bit more. Okay, but I love that little toasty look that that gives me. I do need to do a little bit more concealer. Just a little bit. So I'm pulling that down towards my nose and down into my cheek a little bit. And then this one is going to get pressed into that corner where I have a lot of darkness there. And then just sweep up into your temple and bring down. Okay, better. I still have a lot of discoloration there. But like I said at the beginning of the live stream, I've been having a lot of trouble with my under eye area recently. I did do a new eye cream today, so we'll see how this sets for the rest of the day. Okay. And then now I'm going to go in with a little bit of the Ole Henriksen and just go over that. This is hydrating, but it's also color correcting. I'm going to focus right there where I have all that discoloration. And the same thing. That's so light. It's a little bit lighter than I normally go. But like I said, I am going to be inside all night and I'm going to be in the dark. So I'm doing my makeup a little bit differently to try and compensate for that darkness in the room tonight. Let's do a little blush. I want to do something that's a little bit on the pink side. So let's go in with this one. This is from Tarte. I have noticed recently, not recently, it's been something that I've been suspecting, but my blush on camera looks so pigmented, but then in the real world, it doesn't look pigmented at all. Like it's hard to see. So I'm just gonna have to go a little blush heavy in my live streams. Like that's a little bit too much on camera, but in real life, it looks pretty good. Yeah, see on camera it looks so pink and so red. And then I always do a little under my eyes to just kind of warm that area up a little bit too. Just a little bit. I think we are done with the face. So I'm gonna set now. Let's do, what do I want to set with? I think I want to do a little bit of the Laura Mercier. I haven't used her in a little bit. Let's see. And this is how I set. I don't use a puff. I just use a little brush. I think this is a highlighting brush. No, it's a blush brush. And I press it in. And I especially focus on the areas where I know my makeup is going to separate. So that's like here and under my eye. And then I'll do a little bit more on the top for some shine control. Okay, I went heavy with the setting powder, heavier than usual. Okay, let's... Okay, now let's go back to eyes, because that's something ain't right with me up here. Let's do a little liner on the bottom. Where is... What color do I want? I guess we'll do a little black. I'm not sure about this one. Let me smudge that out. I feel like this is going to be a mistake smudging this out with the Q-tip. Okay. Okay, I need a little bit more right here. Okay, better. Let's do the other eye. Okay, let's go ahead and smudge this one a little bit. This one actually doesn't need that much work. Okay, better. Why is this eye still looking a bit naked right here? I don't want to touch. Okay, better. So far the under eyes are looking okay. Let's see what I can do with this under eye now, because it's too much yellow. I need something. What can I do? I'm looking at all my little sticks here. I just got all these little eyeshadow sticks from Too Faced, and they're super glittery. Let's put a little bit there. No, that's not coming out because of the powder. I mean, she is what she is at this point. Because I'm on the verge of running late. Okay, I mean, it's better than it was. It was too much gold before. But I can't really blend her out because of that powder that I put on. Yeah, that's gonna have to be. It's gonna have to be that. I'm trying to decide if I want glitter on the bottom. No, I think I should just leave it. But I am gonna put a little bit up here on the top of that brow. Just keep it right there on the high point. So this is the before, and that's the after. Just a little bit of shimmer on that upper brow makes all the difference. Okay, so we're done with that now. Now let's just do brows. Just a quick fill in with the Gimme Brow, or the Precisely My Brow. This is the Benefit one. Okay, better. Okay. So let's do, I think I'm gonna do a falsies again today. I'm gonna do that off camera though, because it was it was like an ordeal last time I did that on camera. I'm not used to doing falsies yet, so yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna do my eyes, the rest of it off camera. I think I'm pretty much done. The only thing I have to do left, the only thing I have left to do is lip, and I'm gonna do like a pinkish, nudish color. Let's see. Not that one. Let's see this one. Not that one either. Having trouble finding a lip liner. Let's see this one. I don't know. I guess this one. This is the Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Pillow Talk 2. So if you're new here, I do a very round lip. I shorten my lip by quite a bit. So I cut my lips just a little bit short. I should have sharpened that pencil before I used it, but oh well. Let's see what I want to do for the center. Let's see how this looks. Mm. I don't know. I mean, that might look better at night in the darkness. Let me add a little bit of darkness here. Just a little bit on the top. I'm not sure. Not sure how I'm liking that lip. But that's the easiest part. Okay, so now I'm going to do lashes. I'm going to do that off camera. I am running late already a little bit. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.